Sports. Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Knocked off his feet.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw on that play.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He leaves it with his back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide out in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Keene. Tackled immediately after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Northern Illinois right back to the line. On third down, going up top. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On the run, it's Hope. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd and goal coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense is really good in the first half.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go in the ball. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Offense in a split backfield. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Keene. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll return it from the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant 1st half performance. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, what a move! And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule,
pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Got a man, it's Keene. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And it's caught! Touchdown, Huskies!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pick.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Still on his feet at the 45. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him first and goal.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Noles have it in scoring position on for touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida State 58, Northern Illinois 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Pettis. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and
hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The give to the back. And he's... for a nice game.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run play action.
Loses 3.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play, and an important 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space. It's Hope. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
It's now 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. her off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Huskies with the 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Open runway ahead. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Northern Illinois, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dances away again. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Keene. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State, 86. Northern Illinois, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Pettis. Getting some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's McNabb. And tackled there by the defense.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Trying to beat the D deep. And he intercepts it. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as their opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Pettis. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't...
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring...
Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.